Hi guys, what's up? It's been long since I made a sit down video. Here's a sit down video of me talking about my new obsession, that is reading, and I'm gonna show you all the books that I have read in the recent past, in the last 25 d- in the last 1 month. Majorly books that booktok or booktube recommended me. So yeah, let's get into the video. Here I have the books. I'm posing for the thumbnail, by the way. For those who don't know, BookTok or BookTube is the book corner on YouTube and on TikTok. Yes, we don't have TikTok, but we can get TikTok on Reels now. So there are certain books that get really hyped on TikTok or on YouTube, and these books are generally, like, they don't have to be new books. They can be books that were published in 2013, but suddenly one person read it, found it amazing, recommended it to a friend, that friend read, and then becomes a chain, and then it's suddenly 7 years later the book is blowing up on TikTok. So I read a few books that BookTok or BookTube recommended me, and I read it to see if the hype's worth. Not really, I did not read it to know if the hype is worth, because I am a person who is bad with forming opinions. नहीं आता मुझे. I always wait for people and listen to people's opinion and then just mix my opinion with theirs and I come up with an opinion. Individuality तो है ही नहीं, मतलब none. To get started with the first book that I read, that BookTok suggested me, was नॉर्मल पीपल बाय सैली रूनी. ये कैमरा में उल्टा दिख रहा है क्या? मुझे समझ नहीं आया. नॉर्मल पीपल बाय सैली रूनी. आई एम नॉट गonna गिव रिव्यूज हियर, बाय द वे. आई डोंट even remember what happened in the book, to be honest. I have a very bad memory. So I went into this book thinking it's a romance, because I wanted to get into romance again, and it is kind of a romance but not really. At least it's not a conventional kind of romance. A lot of things happen and it's not very romancy. The one thing I do like about this book is the style of writing. So generally when you read novels, when there is a dialogue, the author uses quotation marks. Dialogues are written in quotation marks, but with this book there are no quotation marks at all. I don't know if I can show it to you or something, but the entire book has no quotation marks, narration or not. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know, I found it kind of unnecessarily fascinating. The first 10 pages are a little difficult, like to get used to the fact that okay, there are no quotation marks, okay, the narration ended here and the dialogue has started. So that thing, it takes a little while to get used to. But this book, I think if I'm not wrong, I gave 4 or 5 stars. I maintain a journal, by the way. Not a journal, just like I make a TBR, my to be read list, and in that I have a column where I put stars after reading the book. So this book, I guess, I was not very satisfied with the ending. I think I was expecting a very happy ending. This is no, that is not something this book gives to it. It's very abrupt in a way where it's open ended. And yeah, it was not bad. It was a very nicely written book. I really enjoyed, and it's a very chota book. You can literally read it in one sitting. I read more than half the book on my flight back home. So like in 2 hours I almost finished more than 200 pages. So yeah, I do recommend this book. And the hype around this book: Ugly Love by Sally. It's not Sally Rooney, by Colleen Hoover. Colleen Hoover, oh my god. So this author was highly विसर्जन हो रहा है guys. Again, very hyped. I was told, not in person but on BookTok, that I would cry my eyes out reading this, and I was like, okay, will I did. some proof just in case you didn't believe me. Colleen Hoover, oh my god, she has a way with writing that I don't think any author has. She makes you get attached to the characters so much, and her one liners, the way she expresses human emotions, it's chef's kiss, guys. I didn't give it 5 stars. I don't like giving 5 stars that easily. This book at some point did feel like it's dragging a little, like some parts did feel a little unnecessary. The climax, the how the book ended, it made everything worth. So yeah, I would for sure recommend this book. I would for sure recommend this book, and yeah, go ahead, read it. So the next book I read, I was so obsessed with Colleen Hoover that I wanted to buy another book of hers, and I did. But after this, I read this one book called Eleanor, Oliphant is Completely Fine. I don't have the book with me right now. I gave it to a friend. So this is how the book looks. This is the first book that I annotated, and oh my god, I'm so glad I have started annotating my books. It's the best thing ever. I'll talk about annotation in some other video maybe. Am I a booktuber now, guys? It sounds like a disease, booktuber, like brain tumor. Is it not? No, right? I am dumb. Right, I got it. So this book, Eleanor, Oliphant is Completely Fine, loved it. I think I gave this book 5 stars because oh my god, I have never read a book that is this funny. And it's very weird because it's a book about a girl who is lonely and depressed and her struggles in life. She grew up mostly in foster homes and she has this very particular dark past. So basically overall this book was very sad, but it had a very funny approach. So I liked this dynamic that this book had. Insanely good writing, insanely good. I have literally laughed out loud at certain pages and paragraphs in this book. Highly recommend it. This book I gave 5 stars because it deserves it. And also look at the cover. How pretty is that cover? Love this book absolutely. After this book I actually started reading a classic by some Bront. I forgot. It was a classic. I'm bad with classics, but I still wanted to give it a shot, and of course I did not succeed because the day I started reading that classic, this book by Colleen Hoover came in mail. मेल हाँ वेरी अमेरिकन ऑफ मी हुआ, मतलब अमेजोन डिलीवरी हो गया मुझे. सो आई हैव लॉस्ट ऑल मोटिवेशन to continue reading. Also, I'm so sorry I keep switching between looking at the camera and myself. I'm so sorry. After a long time I'm doing this, so I have forgotten how to act in front of a camera. Anywho, so this book came and I was like, okay, bye bye classic, maybe some other time in 20 years. Today I can't read you. And so I started reading It Ends With Us, and oh my god, this book broke my heart. This book should definitely come with a trigger warning, by the way. It talks about toxic, abusive relationships and abuse in general. So a big trigger warning if that's something that triggers you. It gave me an idea of okay, लड़का लड़की उसके बीच की बात है, but somehow It Ends With Us is more than just about a girl and a guy being in love. I don't know if I made sense, but you would know what I'm trying to say once you read the book and reach the climax. You would know what I'm talking about. And I of course annotated this book as well. It has become my favorite thing on this planet. I would make a different video about annotation because oh my god, I can keep talking about annotations for like hours. Anyway, so this book again, I think I didn't give 5 stars, I gave 4 stars. I don't know why, I'm just being too critical at this point. For no good reason I'm giving 4 stars. Like नहीं 5 star इतना अच्छा तो नहीं है. For no good reason I'm not giving it 5 stars. These books, both of them, all of these books, I think I have given 4 stars, but they absolutely deserve 5 stars. I just didn't give 5 stars because I don't know, I think I'm still waiting for the book that is like oh my god, favorite book ever. But still, maybe not 4 stars, 4.5 stars, all these. Worth a read for sure. So the next book, I don't remember chronologically मैंने कौन सा पढ़ा था, but I remember reading this book. The Sun is Also a Star. This is not a book that is hyped on TikTok or YouTube, but I did see two TikToks that recommended this book, and I really like the cover of this book. I literally had no clue what this book is about, no clue at all. I just went in blind in this book because I don't know, I like doing that. And of course, I annotated this book as well. And I think I gave this book 5 stars because now that I'm thinking, it was not a 5-star read, maybe 3.54. I gave it 4 stars because I'll tell you, after reading this book, I got to know that this book also has a movie made. Like there's a movie adaptation of this book, and I watched the trailer of that movie, and oh my god, it's pathetic. It is nowhere. They have changed such intricate details about this book that I hated the trailer so much that I started loving the book more, if that makes sense. And just because the trailer was so bad, I started appreciating this book even more, and that's why I ended up giving it 5 stars. And apart from that, to be very honest, this book is hilarious. It is very smartly written. If you need reviews and all of that about these books, please let me know. I'll make another video maybe about it. I'm gonna be a booktuber. बोलने नहीं आ रहा है, बनना है booktuber, guys. I'm gonna be a booktuber. And yeah, it was a very quick read. I think I finished this book in like 6 hours max, tops. That's it. And yeah, this book was nice. I had fun. So the next book I read is the favorite book I read this month. It became super hyped on BookTube and BookTok. So the book that I read is called We Were Liars. I can't even talk about this book. This entire book insanely good, guys. Like, as you can see, there are only 4 annotations, not even 4, though this book deserves 2697 annotations. I have only 5 because I was so engrossed जो भी है in the book that I didn't have the time to annotate. I was like, no, there's no time, flip the page, read that shit over, khatam karo. I didn't want to waste any time on annotating because oh my god, this book is a real page turner. A few parts in this book do seem unnecessary once you read the climax, but oh my god, guys, just again, this is a very chota book, 250 pages max. The twist, this book got famous and hyped because of its climax, the twist that comes and hits you like a motherfucking truck at the end. Like, I was scared that the climax would be predictable and I would actually know what is going to happen and I would be disappointed at the end. But oh my god, no, I have cried. I have, after reading the climax of this book, I had to shut the book and sit like this, like this for 10 minutes. I'm dead ass, not even kidding. I was like this for 10 minutes. The hype, absolutely worth 5 stars. I wish I could give it fucking bajillion stars. Love this book. Please read it. Even if you're not a reader, this book will make you a reader. Read it. Amazing. The next book that I read, actually I'm reading right now, is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I am reading this book right now by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Guys, okay, I am not done with this book yet. I'm like 80 pages away from completing this book, but I think I am liking this book. It's very well written, amazingly written. And the one thing I like about this book is, this book, like the other books that I read, they felt like books. Okay, I am reading books, but for some reason reading this book feels like you're watching a movie. Makes sense? Like, this book is also, I've annotated the shit out of this book. the last 80 pages, I know things are gonna happen now. Up tak it's more of a things did happen, a lot of shit happened in this book up tak, but I know the last 80 pages are gonna break my heart or my soul. Something is gonna break, I know for sure. The one thing I like about this book is the characters. I was speaking to a friend, her name is Bidisha. I was talking to her this morning and she is reading another book which is called Evelyn Hugo, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, or Evelyn Hugo and Her Seven Husbands, something of that sort. I don't remember the name. This is the book and it's by the same author, and we both said the same thing, that the way she writes the characters, amazing. अगर कोई character 2 minute के लिए भी है in like 2 of the pages, then also she makes sure that she gives you full brief, and she puts out some kind of character development in those 2 pages for that character. That's how well she writes. Amazing, amazing. And yeah, I am, as of now, this book is a 3.5 stars for me. Actually 4 stars, who am I kidding? It's a 4 star for me right now. And for some reason, I know this book is not about very twisty, nothing crazy is gonna happen in the last 80 pages, but I hope something happens. And I've realized I like tragic shit. I like when 16-year-old girls get pregnant out of nowhere, and then they get, you get my point, you get the kind of stories I like. So yeah, I hope the last 80 pages don't disappoint me and I do end up liking this. Highly recommend this book. So yeah, that was all, guys. All the books I read this month. I think I did I read a couple of more books, but I read those books like 50 pages into it. I dropped it because I got bored or a new book came and I started reading that. So that is all I have for this video, guys. I hope you liked this video. I know I didn't give reviews and all for this video because I don't know how to do that. These are all the books. It was thumbnail again, guys, don't mind, huh? 2 minutes. That is all for this video, guys. Hope you read these books. If you do, because I recommended these books, please let me know somehow. I don't know, मैं अपना नंबर छोड़ देती हूँ डिस्क्रिप्शन में, कॉल मी. जस्ट किडिंग, आई एम नॉट गोना लीक माई नंबर, of course not. Or maybe I should. Never mind. Next video you might get a vlog. You might, if I step out, you might get a vlog. Okay, that's all. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.